we have the Fear Street trilogy, and the latest of that trilogy, well, their end game just came out, and it's called 16. Yeah, it's called 1666. And that's look, firstly, I'll say I really enjoyed this trilogy event, and I thought that was a pretty cool concept from Netflix from the get go. And they pretty much nailed it. And every week it has been building hype, well, amongst at least those who have been watching, because they didn't market it as much before the releases started. And I don't know why, because they they really had something on their hands here. It's not like, average or bad or something. It was really good for what it was, like a slasher.
What year? What year is this?
It's
What year is this on
1666
set?
more.
Jesse?
I know Scott's probably
Wait,
busting
what?
my balls in the chat.
I listen. My only experience with this Fear Street trilogy is that they're one of my campers. I'm coaching a speech camp for high schoolers right now, and one of my campers told me, "Oh my gosh, I hate horror movies, but I love the Fear Street
Oh,
trilogy, and I think it's so." And the twist in this one just
yeah.
got me, and I was like,
Yep.
okay. It makes horror accessible for people that don't like horror. I think I'm down with it, but I don't know that I'm going to
I
like it. Am I gonna like?
I don't know what kind of horror movies you don't like, because this is not exactly horror. But it kind of also is, because there's a lot of jump scares and a lot of the music is very intense, and the slasher stuff is very scary at times. So I would say that,
The
yeah,
music is
yeah,
intense.
that will definitely get you. Yeah.
Is it okay? Like soundtrack or
No, the score.
like music? Like
Yeah,
okay, the score.
that would
Okay.
definitely get you.
Like this has never
Yeah.
been done before on a streaming service. Maybe Scott may correct me, but this is like a 3 week event. So each Friday, a new film in this trilogy came out, which I thought was pretty cool. We've only really seen that with series. Maybe it's something that Netflix will do in the future as well, because these are based on books. I think there's a lot more stories to tell. So maybe next summer we get 3 new stories with the same
Oh,
cast and stuff like that.
wouldn't that be awesome? Like almost like a mini series movie event, but they don't have to be interconnected, which is cool because then you can film them simultaneously with different casts and different directors. Like that could be
Yes.
so cool.
Yeah,
I would be
absolutely.
down with that.
But what's interesting, this one has the
Yeah.
same director for all three, and more or less the same cast, and they come in and out of the
Yeah.
films because it's different.
Yes.
1666, 1978, 1994, and then it jumps around when it's trying to tell a story for like modern 1994 because it's going backwards. But I think that was cool, and the director shot this one second, Casey, I think, even though it's the last to come out.
What?
Like he shot like this one is the last to come out, to be released.
Yes.
The trilogy is the third one, but he shot
I
this one
don't
second.
I don't know about that. I haven't followed the shooting schedule and all of that, but
I'm
okay.
telling you.
Cool.
Last
Cool.
week's one he shot
Oh, so
last.
that's why the quality of that one is the best.
But
Yeah.
the kills were the best.
Okay, what I was gonna say was, did he shoot them like if I'm an actress, do I show up to set and I'm like, which
know
one am
what?
I doing today?
Yes.
Or did he shoot them like complete?
It
First
makes
one, second one,
sense
then
they
third
shot
one.
the first
Okay.
and third one together, because they have basically the same cast. The second movie, they have the same characters, but they have different cast because of the age difference. So that's the reason I think the second one was shot last. But yeah, I think that's the best one so far. In terms of acting, writing, the slasher, yeah,
The second
78.
one?
I think that's my favorite. And then it's 66.
You know why I love? Yeah, sorry, I just loved it because I like slasher movies, and these movies kind of, as Scott said,
Yeah.
like they're like a homage to that. It's like just these weird effed up characters who just want to kill, and then these teen kids are just getting brutally murdered. Some of them are having sex and they get killed and stuff like that. You know,
That's
that
the
goes back
first
to the
rule. The
yeah.
virgin survives.
Well,
yo.
about
Well,
that.
actually, yeah,
That is
fair enough.
true. Movie rule. They talk about it in Scream.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
ask Wes Anderson. Anyway.
And they did a cool thing for the first one, 1994, where it starts off this pretty well-known actress, and you're thinking, oh yeah, she's well-known. I know her from loads of things. She's going to be the star of this trilogy, and then she's killed in the first few minutes, like Drew Barrymore. I'm like, yes, that's how you do it.
I'm not gonna lie, that
That's
made me so
literally not
upset
being
during that scene. Because I really liked Maya Hawke, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be seeing Maya Hawke for the next 3 movies. But no, that was just
Yes, he's like, I don't even care what she's. Yes, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't even care what she's going to say. I just want to look at her for 3 movies, and then she what? They killed her. What?
But the
So then Najeed stopped watching and just watched the first.
no,
5
but
minutes.
I like the
Repeat.
fact
Yeah.
that they didn't they gave me something better, because they didn't shy away from showing any of the horror or the killings or anything. They basically just, that's in your face. The camera never moves. That's
Oh.
yes. It's
Really?
amazing.
There's what right in the second one. I haven't seen 1666 that Casey has, but I've seen the first 2. And in the second one, there's a character who's getting axed right in the chest brutally 6 or 7 times, and we get to see
Yes.
it. I'm like really uncomfortable looking at this, and the character is not even dead
Yeah.
yet, and they're getting smashed in the chest with an axe. I'm like,
Oh, that's
wow, that's
brutal.